These are one of the most advanced B bionic limbs, a pioneering user of one of the most advanced bionic limbs. Thank you.
For someone like me to be at an event like this is not only an honour and a privilege, it's a pretty good example of thinking outside the box, because I'm not a scientist, I'm not an academic, I'm just an ordinary bloke. I just got experience of using prosthetics in today's world, and maybe a look at how technology in the form of this has given me back so much more. So much more! Technology. Hello? Do you hear me? Yes. Yeah? At the back? 2 years after my accident, more surgery, more infection, and physically life was a challenge. Psychologically, I was in a really dark place. A place where just getting through the day was a fight. And I was getting tired of fighting. And then about 3 years after my accident, my life changed again. Bang, heart attack, game over. Or so I thought. Mr. Benson, my cardiologist at Petworth, had other ideas and slapped 6 of his brand new stents in. So I'm still kicking. What I did notice during my first 5 years as an amputee was how people's attitudes towards me changed. Very rarely would strangers approach me in the street. They'd normally avoid me. They wouldn't make eye contact or start a conversation. I'd walk by, people would stop and stare, sometimes with pity, sometimes they'd snigger. I've heard for Captain Hook, Cripple, Spaz, Abu Hamza, the lot. Humanity, I love it. I must say, this is when I was at probably the lowest point in my life. So, not a very nice thing to be dealing with. Then in 2012, I got a call out of the blue from RSL Steeper in Leeds asking if I'd be prepared to trial their latest prosthetic. And a short while later, I became, I think, the first guy in the world to trial the B-Bionic 3. The effect this has had on my life has been extraordinary. People still stop and stare, but they don't look at me with pity. They laugh with me, they don't laugh at me. We'll stop, we chat, we shake hands. The best thing is, I've got my smile back. I met a lady just recently, she's got one of the most beautiful, genuine smiles you could ever hope to see. And what makes her so happy? She can stand up and she can walk. 22 years ago, she had an accident and was paralysed. She was told she'd never stand and walk again. So she's a pretty determined lady. She's got a lot of support, and with technical help in the form of an exosuit, she walks. Her name is Amanda Voxtel. If any of you can watch her videos online and not get a lump in your throat or a tear in your eye, you're more heartless and less human than any cyborg I've ever met. So while we discuss the potential implications of future technology and the moral aspects, I'd ask you just to think about this. Is it morally right or acceptable in today's world to condemn someone to a life in a wheelchair when high-tech legs or an exosuit could help them to stand on their own 2 feet? Is it morally acceptable in the world that we have today to give someone a hook and make them ridiculed when they might be able to control one of these? Look around you. Everyone you know, everyone you see, everyone you love is a potential amputee. It's not a rap, it's a fact. Think about Miles O'Brien. Some of you people, some of you reporters, news people, media people will have heard of Miles O'Brien. Reporter for God knows how many years, science writer, etc., etc. Stupid little accident a little while ago. He's now got no arm. Gone above the elbow. That's all it takes. Like I say, when you think of the future, think of us now. If you want to sort the morals out, sort it out now. If we change lives now, for morally right reasons, I believe we can change attitudes now. And if we change attitudes now, I think the future's going to be a pretty cool place to live for somebody. And that's it.
Thank you, Nigel.